Alright. Hey everybody, this is Lucas here, and today guys, we are going to be doing the Sonic 25th birthday discussion. Since Sonic's 25th birthday is tomorrow, I thought it'd be fun to do a discussion video of all the things Sonic related. We're going to talk about in the first part we're going to talk about our favorite Sonic games, then we're going to talk about our favorite, then the second part we're going to talk about our favorite Sonic cartoons, and then, then in the third part we're going to talk about our favorite Sonic merchandise, what we find to be the coolest, like a Sonic figure, Sonic plushie, Sonic hat, and all that. And I also have a very special guest, so why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, what's up? Name is rippedsphere100, and let's say I am pretty much a good Sonic fan right here. The whole fair, so yeah, I am pretty much all introduction and all that.
Yeah, so yeah, I believe we got our names covered. So let's talk about our favorite Sonic games. Alright, so let's start with me. Alright, so basically my first favorite Sonic game probably has to be Sonic Adventure DX, which I believe I did a Let's Play on that game not too long ago, about last year maybe, I think? I don't know. Yeah, one of the reasons why I like that game is, because I really like the arrangements of the characters, the first half of it, Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, but I don't really like, the second half of the characters. I find Gamma to be okay. I mean, I really like his shooting gameplay and all that. I mean, he does have some platforming parts, but mostly he does all the shooting and stuff and all that. But Big the Cat, oh my gosh, he is so annoying. I mean, his fishing gameplay is just so awful. I mean, he doesn't really respond with the fishing controls. I mean, I try really hard to catch Froggy. When I did in one part of my Let's Play of Sonic Adventure DX, when I played Big the Cat story for the first time, I rage quit on the first level because I really couldn't take it anymore because the fishing controls were that awful. I mean, yeah, Amy is okay. Amy's story's okay, but I don't really like the fact that she's slow. I mean, I really do like the fact that she's being chased by a robot and the fact that she has to, protect some sort of bird that, fell out of the sky for some reason. I don't really know why that happened, but yeah. I really like Sonic's gameplay, though. Sonic's gameplay is, Sonic's story is, one of my favorite stories throughout the entire game. And, the last story is, the best. One of my favorite stories. Another one of my favorite stories. And the CGI cutscenes look very well done in the game, actually. The opening cutscene looked good, in the cutscenes where, the egg carrier flies, twice in, each story, or something. A couple of parts when it, flies through the city, and when it starts flying through, the Mystic Ruins. And yeah, I find that to be a really good game. So, Rippedsphere, what do you find to be your favorite Sonic game?
I'd say probably how you saw each generations. Why? It's because it brings back all the classic things you could have. Heck, even if you weren't born around when the time Sonic was around, you could pretty much play the classic levels. And not to mention the gameplay, 2D for classic and sometimes 2D for modern. And not to mention the level gameplay, including the playing whips. You actually get to play the whips.
Yeah, I find it to be okay, but most of the time I kind of find it pretty annoying because of the fact that the platforming is kind of annoying, and I mean, I really like the Spike Wisp. I find the Spike Wisp and playing Wisp in Sonic Generations would be alright, but I mean, the Rocket Wisp is also alright, but most of the time I find that stage to be pretty annoying.
Yeah, and the Hunt in Crisis City, you know how that could be a little bit to make Sonic 06 wonder why they could have done better gameplay.
Yeah. Yeah. I see what you did there.
Yes. Seriously, Sonic 06 was a bad game, probably because I saw Combined by 456 burned in his version, burned his copy.
Oh yeah, I remember. I remember he got some friend of his to burn it for him with like a blowtorch. I mean, jeez. Like, the game was that bad to him? I mean, jeez. Yeah, and I also remember, like, one time when he was playing Sonic Boom with, I believe, was with Tails' channel, he, like, flushed the game down a toilet. Not only, like, he didn't really burn it with, like, a blowtorch, he, like, flushed it down the toilet. I mean, he tried to, but the game just didn't feel like flushing down the toilet.
And also, like, I'm pretty sure it would have been funny if, like, we had Tails and the Huckles at the Seaside Hill level, like they did in the classic Sonic Heroes.
Oh yeah, like, I mean, Tails wasn't really, like, the fact that Tails doesn't really remember Green Hill Zone is because Tails wasn't really in Sonic 1, he was basically in Sonic 2, like, the game that came after Sonic 1, like, a year after.
Yeah. And also hold the Bahastas. Yeah, you could be Super Sonic in Generations, but in the regular one you did. Also, let's not forget the mods. Like, all the mods that
I remember the mods.
Even Combined by 4x6 does, like, mod gameplay of them. Like, pretty much Hyper Static and Sunday XE and all that.
Yeah. Even some of the unfair ones, like Unfair Rooftop Run, Unfair, Crisis City, Unfair Seaside Hill, and all that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, alright, another Sonic game that I find to be pretty good, I probably has to be Sonic Adventure 2, because, I mean, I don't know really why people seem to hate that game now. I mean, the game was like a success since the day it came out, but too bad that Sonic Adventure 2 was the last Sonic game to be released on a Sega-related console until Sega started working with Nintendo to, like...
Yeah, people wonder why Sonic Adventure 3 hasn't been made yet.
Yeah, I mean, I believe Sega said that they're currently working on Sonic Adventure 3, or maybe they're thinking about releasing it, but I don't think they really know yet, but... Yeah, I mean, I believe they said they're gonna release it sometime on Sonic's 25th birthday. Sometime around Sonic's 25th birthday, but, like, the reason why I find Sonic Adventure 2 to be really good is, because, I really like the story. I mean, yeah, story is pretty interesting. I mean, I really like Shadow's backstory of, like, how he was created and stuff. Like, I mean, in Shadow the Hedgehog, we got a complete reason of how he was created. Like, Black Doom was there, and Joe Robotnik was there, and suddenly Shadow was created. Like, yeah, I mean, we all know how Shadow the Hedgehog turned out. I mean, I do like Shadow the Hedgehog as a character, but as a game, I mean, I haven't played Shadow the Hedgehog, but I've heard about how bad it was, and I've seen some people play it. I've seen, Clement play it, I've seen Kabanamani456 play it, and, yeah, I mean, I also find some of the gameplay to be really good. I mean, I enjoy, like, part of the game. I mean, I find Sonic and Shadow levels to be really good, but I also find the mech levels to be good, but for Dr. Eggman, because the Dr. Eggman mech levels is, like, better controlled, because the way Tails is controlled in the mech levels, he controls like really slippery because whenever you like turn with the mech, he just like, I mean, he like really turns. I mean, yeah, yeah. I have done a Let's Play on this game not too long ago. I believe around the end of last year, around the beginning of this year. I don't really know. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not quite fond of the racing levels because I mean, bumping the walls and that it gets really annoying once in a while because, yeah. I mean, I don't know how to, like, activate the turning thing. I mean, that happens once in a while for me, but I remember one time in the Dark Story when I was playing as Voosh for that part, I got so mad that I rage quitted. But then, like, the part after that, I tried again, and suddenly I completed it. But the rage in that one, I was like saying, "Yippee ki I died again." Like, I was saying that like in a sarcastic way. Yeah, I mean, I also find, I mean, I'm not really quite fond of the Knuckles and Rouge levels because of the fact that it takes a long time, like half an hour to find like all the pieces. I mean, I find the first half to be okay, but the later half, like the space levels, I find to be infuriating. Like, what I find to be the most, like the worst treasure hunting level in history throughout the entire game has to be Mad Space in the Dark Story because the gravity in that one is just so screwed up that it just makes me want to quit the game. I mean, yeah, the gravity in that stage is just really annoying. And Meteor Herd, I mean, I don't find it to be worse than Mad Space, but I find it to be pretty terrible. Not worse than Mad Space, but pretty bad as well. I mean, like, one time I was playing that stage, like, off camera. I was, like, playing Meteor Herd, and I believe I was finding the last piece. And it took over an hour to find all the pieces. Over an hour! What was the longest time you had to get all 3 pieces of the Master Emerald that Meteor Herd?
And I'm not really sure. Like, I've played Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, but I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, I'm not sure exactly how long it took. That's probably because I wasn't checking time, but yeah, I really can't tell.
Yeah, but I remember one time I was playing Meteor Herd, and the longest time it took me to find all 3 pieces of the Master Emerald was over an hour. It was like a nightmare for me. Like, I tried really hard to find all 3 of the pieces, but the game was just screwing up with me. I mean, I pretty much looked everywhere. I mean, I looked, like, at the bottom part, I looked at the top part, I looked everywhere. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't even know why people hate that game. I mean, I saw Johnny's review on it. I mean, I didn't really agree with him, but what he said at the end of his review of Sonic 06 pretty much explains everything. I mean, he doesn't, like, review what everyone thinks of the game. He reviews what he thinks of the game. And he finds Sonic Adventure 2 to be pretty terrible, which I find to be okay, because it's his opinion and all, and I'm pretty fine with it. So, what do you find to be another one of your favorite Sonic games?
I say probably like Sonic Unleashed, probably because it might be a Sonic game where basically you transform into a werehog.
Oh yeah, I actually have a plushie of that. I actually use him in most of my videos.
Yeah, so I pretty much like his. It's like seeing Bruce Banner turn into Hulk, but like seeing Sonic, even though he doesn't get angry, he just when it's full, he just turns into Werehog.
Yeah, it's basically the Hulk, but with Sonic.
Ever.
Yeah. And yeah, I also find Sonic Unleashed to be pretty good too, but I played the Wii version, but I've heard pretty good reviews about the Wii version because I've heard many people say, even people on IGN, they say that the Wii version is like the better version. Like, they find the Wii version to be better than the 360 version. I mean, I find the 360 version to be okay, but I don't really like the fact that you have to find a bunch of Sun and Moon medals to, like, access a specific level. But what I find to be rewarding in the Wii version of Sonic Unleashed is whenever you complete a level based on the ranking you get, like, if you get an S rank, you get 3 Sun and Moon medals, depending on which level you're on. Like, if you get an S rank at a nighttime level, you get 3 Sun medals. And if you get an S rank on a daytime level, you get 3 Moon medals. And if you get an A rank on a nighttime level, you get 2 Sun medals, and so on and so forth. Yeah.
Yeah, but also, like, you're saying for her fact that, like, by day you're pretty much a speedster, but by night you're pretty much a werewolf that pretty much has the powers of Mr. Fantastic and the Hulk combined, because he has stretch punches.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I do find the Werehog's attacks in Sonic Unleashed to be pretty cool, because it's just the way he attacks them. It's just so cool to see. I mean, he just beats him so hard. He's like Chuck Norris or Jackie Chan.
Yep. And the Hunter Hedge also him where he punches stuff other than Sonic Fighters, like Bean or something.
Yeah, I remember Sonic Fighters. I mean, I haven't played it, but I've seen people play it. I've seen Kabanamani 456 play with, I believe, PK Sparks once. Which, I've heard that they're not friends anymore, all because of a joke that he told about one of PK's favorite series, which is Mario. I mean, they broke up because of a joke. I mean, come on, no offense to PK Sparks, but that's kind of a stupid reason to break up with a friend, all because of a joke. I mean, I know Mario is your favorite series in all, PK, but I mean, come on, it's like, yeah, I mean, he was just joking. At least forgive him for once. I mean, you two were such great friends. I mean, I thought you two were funny together.
Yeah, some things could be disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't saying that to offend PK. I was just saying, like, I think you and Kobe should get back together. I mean, you two are such great friends. You two are, like, really funny together. I mean, sure, you sometimes get angry together, but it's a funny part about it. Like, doing gaming, not like, you know. Yeah, I believe we'll talk about, like, one more Sonic game for each of us, because my battery's running out, and yeah. Alright, so one last Sonic game that I find to be really good probably has to be Sonic Heroes, because I find to be no, that game's too hard for me. One game that I find to be really good, Sonic game that I find to be good, is probably Sonic Colors, because I find that game, I really like the addition of the Wisps, because one of my favorite Wisps in the game probably has to be Laser Wisp, Rocket Wisp, Frenzy Wisp, Cube Wisp, because of the fact that, one, like, whenever you get a blue ring, you get, like, 30,000 points for it, and because you can also use cubes as like a platforms, which I find to be really clever. And yeah, I also find this. I also really like the cheesiness in the game. I mean, I heard many people complain about the cheesiness, but entertainment is my kind of Sonic game. I mean, entertainment is what kind of brings Sonic down, like what Sonic Boom did, which I believe is really awful. But what they did to the Sonic Boom series on Cartoon Network, which I believe they recently announced that they're currently working on a season 2. And I believe they announced that since the end of last year. Wait, no. Since the beginning of last year, I believe. Yeah, and, yeah, I also find the gameplay to be clever. I find the story to be clever. Like, Eggman just built an amusement park as, like, an excuse to, like, capture aliens so that he can give him power to destroy Sonic with his machines, like the Big Boy and yeah. I also like Orbit and Cuba in that game. I thought they were great sidekicks. They're basically like the Tom and Jerry of the Sonic series.
Yes, and when you're not chasing each other.
Yeah, well, yeah, not beating each other up, but yeah, but at least they give out entertainment. That's basically what matters. Anyways, alright, so I believe you have one last Sonic game that you find to be good to think of, because my battery's about to die, and yeah.
Yeah, well, I do have one, but it's not really based on video games. It is both like on console and the app. It's like Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed, probably because of the special features you get on each system. Like if you get the Xbox, you'll get an avatar as a playable character, and the Wii, you'll pretty much get like your Mii as a playable character.
Yeah.
Even like special editions, like if you get on the PC, you'll get like special edition characters, and you only get like pretty much like the Pyro, and like High Soldier, I think, and Heavy from TF2. And I should know because I've seen gameplay of that. And not just because I have seen other people play that, but also because I've seen other YouTubers play it as well. Like my good friend Matthew Morandi, who is Yoshi 1UP in the 1UP TV games.
Oh yeah, I seen you in like some of the live streams. I seen you like in a Splatoon live stream, in the Smash Bros live stream, and the charity live stream.
Yes.
Yeah, and I thought for Sonic All-Stars Racing, if you like get the Xbox 360 version, you get Banjo-Kazooie. Oh wait, I think I'm talking about the original Sonic All-Stars Racing. Sorry about that. I thought you were talking about the original.
And he's the only one who hasn't been in a video game. I would say Crash counts, but considering for a fact I saw E3's PlayStation thing, Crash is back in action.
Oh yeah, I've heard I also heard that Crash Bandicoot was in Uncharted 4. Like I discovered that when I saw my friend watching an episode of Uncharted 4 once at school, and I basically saw a cutscene where like someone was playing Crash Bandicoot. It's basically like I thought someone playing a video game in a video game was kind of a clever idea. It was kind of a clever mix.
Yep.
Right.
I've also seen a whole lot of ORT who's with the hats. Like, it's pretty good, not to mention having Danica Patrick and Ralph in there as well. Because he was in there, so like, I'm playing a representative.
Yeah, I think they added Wreck-It Ralph in there is because since Wreck-It Ralph came out around when Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed came out, and since Sonic was in it, Sega decided, like, why not? Let's put Wreck-It Ralph in the game. Just because Sonic was in the movie.
Yeah, I can see how that. I can see how that went, and hearing that he could be that also Mario could be in the sequel as well. They had also hold like seeing how it's also confirmed that Sonic is in Lego Dimensions.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. I believe you told me already.
Yes, and I show you a picture. Yes, it's cool for a fact that that's probably the first time Sonic's probably gonna be in a Lego game.
Yeah.
I play Lego Dimensions myself because I do have the game. So I'm gonna update as soon as it comes out. I'm gonna see what date the Sonic figurine comes out, and I'm getting it for myself. Because even I want to see what the hub world looks like.
Yeah.
It's probably Green Hill Zone, but some of it Legoized, like the Ghostbusters world, or like, or like pretty much Doctor Who and all that.
Mhm. Yeah. Alright, so I believe that about does it for part 1 of the Sonic's 25th birthday discussion. So thank you for being here, rippedsphere100, and hopefully we'll see you all in the second part where we talk about our favorite Sonic cartoons. So we'll see you all then.